Greetings. This is Kim Claver, and welcome to the 30-day social media run. We're doing a customer attraction. That's getting our purple hats. That's the system. Are you ready? Okay, some of you might remember that we had a big chart showing all the pieces of what is involved in getting oneself to I have no clue how to post anything, to how I post every day, every other day, and bring in leads and customers every day. There are 5 big pieces to it, including the bonus. And so today, what we're going to do is focus on one piece of it, the first piece, the result story formula. That's what we're doing first. And here's how that works. Day 1 is finding your story. Stories are what sell. Technobabble doesn't sell. The company history doesn't sell. The pay plan. It's stories that people have that mean something to them, changes they've experienced that have changed their lives. That's what we're talking about. So we're going to do that on day 1. There are several ways to do it. And I just want to give you a little warning. Do not pass go to start this, because it's very simple. When you see it, you're going to go, oh, is that all? Say, yep. Don't pass go unless you can confirm this. You have reviewed all 3 of the replays. There are 3 60 to 90 minute sessions that are in your members area in the Purple Hat formula. That's the class that we put in to this challenge, into this run with it, so you'd have some basis for seeing why we do what we do and why it works so well. And that is maxout.com/courses, COURSES. When you go in there, you'll see a list of courses of ours that you own. And if you just have one, then you just have one. And when you click on it, you'll go to this 30-day run. See that? And on the left, you'll see the green circle. Those pieces inside that say openers, diagnostics, shopping, enrollment, those are the pieces you want to go through. Okay? So do that first. If you don't, I can't make you, because of course, you're all grown up and you're going to do what you're going to do. But if you want to go fast, you want to have a sharp axe. And I think it was Abraham Lincoln who said if he had 8 hours to chop a tree, he would spend 6 of them sharpening his axe. And that's what this is. If you want to sharpen your axe and don't want to sharpen your axe and see if you can take down a tree with a blunt stick, be my guest. This will help you incredibly to go fast, to find the people that are looking to solve the problem that you know how to solve. Okay, so I just want to reiterate that. All right, day 1, finding your story. Here's how we're going to do that. Start with something easy. Step 1, you're going to mine the story right out of your mind, out of your history, out of your remembering room. So there are 3 steps to it. You should take about 15 minutes to do this whole thing. Start with something easy, get a pen and notebook, answer these 3 questions. What's one thing you struggled with before your product or business? Like you didn't sleep through the night, you had energy trouble, you had brain fog, you had aches and pains, you had money troubles. Okay, pick something. 2, what surprised you most about the solution? It's like example, how fast it worked. Oh, I didn't think that. Or how easy it was. Or something that you didn't have to do. I did this and I didn't have to, yada, yada, yada. Okay, what surprised you most about the solution that you got? Number 3, what's different now? I sleep better, I sleep through the night, I have the energy I need to play with my kids, to play baseball, to do this, to go out at night, do whatever. I have less stress. And that's it. You just have mined your first story. And some of you will have 4, 5, or 6 of these. Go right ahead, just do each one, answer the questions, and so you'll have your mind stories ready to go. Now here is the next step. We're going to make a little template. Step 2. Ever struggle with, and then put your answer to question 1. Right? I remember when I used to blah, 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 blah. Did you ever struggle with, and that's your sleeping through the night? Okay. The crazy part, that's your answer to number 2. Number 3, now, that's your answer to number 3. Okay. I'll give you an example right here. So 3 questions that you had in the front, you're now going to answer those. Ever struggle with, can't sleep through the night? The crazy part, I never thought I could do it without drugs, and now I sleep through the night like a baby. Okay. Now here's an example. Ever struggle with afternoon energy crashes? I remember when I used to need 3 cups of coffee just to make it through the day. The crazy part, I found something that worked faster than coffee and without the jitters. Now No more 3 p.m. slumps, no more coffee dependency. You want to know what changed everything? Drop us something below. And you could say, drop a me, raise your hand, let me know, and I'll give you the information. Okay? Here's another example. Ever struggle with daily aches and pains? I remember when I couldn't even get through a workout without paying for it the next day. Advil was my best friend. The crazy part? I found something that worked better than pills and without the side effects. Now, I'm back to my morning runs, playing with the kids and living pain-free. You want to know what changed everything? Drop something below. And this is what you call your call to action. This would not be DM me, ever. You're way too soon. So drop put a star below, drop a like below, say me, and I'll give you some more information. Okay, that's where we are with this right now. All right, that's the end of day 1. So in the Facebook group, you'll see a list of wins, and you can check yours. You found your story, that you mined your first story. Answering those 3 questions, you mined your story. Then you create a post, like we just showed. You can put a check there. You created your first authentic post. You started attracting, not chasing. Because remember, with this you're talking about, I used to have this issue. Did you ever have this issue? Who's that going to get? People who have that issue still. Is it everybody? No. But is it just those so you don't hear no from the wrong ones? Yeah. Right? You joined our success community. Success means you've done something. Every day you do something. All we can control is what we do. So when you mine a story, you create a post, you put it in the group to get feedback, all of those are requirements to become successful. And so that's why you're part of the success community. Okay, so drop a little star when you've dropped your first story, and we'll celebrate every brave step together. It's very difficult to do this. Most people cannot get on stage and cannot put anything out there without fear. Michael Jackson had to take pills to get on stage. He took them for so many years and so long that to go to sleep, he had to take the drug that people are given when they have a heart transplant. It stops your whole body. Just to sleep at night, because he needed uppers to get on stage. Same thing with Prince. So being brave, putting yourself out there, that's very, very difficult. And most of you probably are not on uppers to make it happen. So, all right. Are you nervous? Remember, the first post doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be real, authentic, as some people say. You're overwhelmed? Just focus on those 3 questions. That's all you need today. Uncertain? If you're not sure which story to share, pick the one that surprised you the most. Okay, so share your story in our private Facebook group first. You're in there. Get feedback from other people there. And the best way to get that feedback is to say, if you had aches and pains and you saw this, would you want to know more? Okay? If you had money troubles and you saw this, would you want to know more? If you had trouble talking to your friends and family about network marketing, would you respond to this or not? Would you want to know more? Okay? That's how you do that. Practice your story in the mirror, right? That's totally so good. But the most important pieces here is voice record your story before writing it, before writing the final copy. So let's say you write something that, are you into, if you have trouble, if you're a network marketer and you have trouble talking to your friends, family, and neighbors, here's the way I did that and never lost a single one. Now, I've done this a long time, so I'm pretty good at writing the way I sound because I hear it in my mind as I write it. But most people have 2 brains. One that is for writing things when you type or write by hand, and another is when you speak. The speaking voice, when you talk to like a normal person, you sound like a normal person because you are. That's your conversational tone. But when we start writing, somehow James Joyce or Charles Dickens, it's all stiff. It's stiff and big words and passive voice and, So we don't want that because when people see that, they don't respond. They feel like you're a brochure or you're way too stiff. Nobody talks like that, right? Nobody talks like that. So what you do is when you have you answer the questions and you've got your first little story ready, say it out loud. Go get your phone, say it into the phone, and then hear it. And many of you are going to go, oh my God, I can't believe, did I say that? Yep, you did. So now say it the way you would say it to a friend or your favorite auntie, and write that down. And that is the version of your story when you write it down that comes from your ear that you heard and you recorded on your phone. Then it'll sound conversational when you write it. Okay? All right, good. That's how that works. This is the end of day 1. You've done it, you've done it, you've done it. So what's going to happen tomorrow is we will find more ways to share your story, including different kinds of stories. The skeptic story, the surprise story, some more engagement templates, a little fill in the blanks. But for today, you've done exactly what you needed to do. So congrats. See you in the group. And I look forward to hearing these little screams of joy when somebody says, oh, I posted. Oh, somebody said, oh, what is it? Won't that be fun? All right, talk soon. This is the end of day 1. This is Kim Klaver. Talk soon. Bye.